Hi, my name is Brett Allison, and I support Telemagic Vision for SAN. Today, I wanted to provide you with a short demo of drilling down to a fabric port that is overutilized. In order to get there, I'm going to go to the SAN fabric viewpoint in the lower left corner of the interface. From there, I'm going to expand the fabric focal point, and I'm going to click on the Performance Overview report set. I can see several mini charts previewed near the top of the window, and one of them is labeled Utilization. By clicking on the Utilization mini chart, the port utilization chart comes into view. Now this chart represents the port utilization for all the ports, and the averages are displayed for each switch in this chart. This allows me to know if I have a problem on any of the switches, because it not only looks at the average, but it looks at the individual port utilizations on each of the switches. In this case, there are two switches highlighted with potential issues, and this is indicated by the rating at the top, which is 0.22, and the yellow warning label. I do see that there is a switch named DFC-DFB-01-BS0001 and DFC-DFB-02-VS-00002, which has a rating of 0.22. Now, the rating value that is listed is essentially showing you if there's any kind of port contention. The values of 0.22 and 0.21 indicate that there is definitely some warning going on. The way the ratings work in general is that a rating larger than 0.3 indicates that at least one port is saturated 10% or more of the time, and a rating between 0.1 and 0.3 indicates that the port, at least one port, was above the warning threshold, which is 50%, for at least 10% of the time. So now, in order to understand which port is affected, I just need to drill down on the chart. It's probably easiest to drill down in the legend, and this is going to take me to the switch port by switch port type. And the thing that you want to do is look at the legend. The actual line chart can be a little deceiving. In this case, the F port is where the rating stems from. So I'm going to drill down to the individual ports. But what I see here is that this port that is having the problem is quite obvious, and it sticks up higher than the other ones. And it's port 00000. There's like 8 zeros, and then 537. And you can see that it's above 70% for several periods, anywhere between a 15-minute in the AM and a 1-hour period in the afternoon. Now, whether or not this is concerning to you, it depends on a number of factors, but it is definitely a port that you would want to keep in mind. Now, if you want to find additional information about the port, you simply click on the port, and that will drill you down to more information, the switch port and the speed. This is, it could do 8, but it's at 2 gigs, so, maybe there's something wrong with the way that that port is configured. Or maybe that the host needs to have its speed of the host HBA upgraded. In most cases, I can see the initiator, but in this case, since I did an anonymous database, some of those relationships get lost in the anonymization. So that's just a real quick drill down on the switch port utilization.